This is problem number 25 from the 2013 Mock Math Counts number 1, and it's a good probability problem. The first thing when you do in probability is to calculate the denominator. You know, what is the total number of possible ways? When you roll a dice twice, you just multiply the number of ways for the first dice and the number of ways for the second dice, and so our denominator is just going to be 8 times 8 because there's 8 possibilities, which would be 64. Whenever you're doing a dice problem like this, order does matter. You know, a -3 on the first roll and a 2 on the second roll dice is different than a 2 on the first roll or first die and -3 on the second die. So we've got to think about order, and it turns out that there's a nice pattern that goes on. If you had a -3 as your first roll, well, then you could have any of these and gotten a sum that is negative. -3, -2, -1, all of those would give you a sum that's negative. If you got a 3, then your sum would be 0, and if you got a 4, your sum would be positive. So -3 has 6 of them possibilities. Well, -2 has the same 6 possibilities except for the 2, and so there's 5, right? And -1, the same 5 possibilities except for the 1, and so there's 4. And it keeps going just like that to where there's 2 ways. If you roll a 1 on the first dice, -3, -2, and then there's 1 way to get your answer negative when you roll a 2 on the first dice. And so that covers all the possibilities of sums that are negative. And so our answer is going to be 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 21. And 21 over 64 is simplified and is the correct answer.